You
And
must be
this is
wishing.
how
You
we
must be wishing
do on
for
the Donna Smith Show.
it.
On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it.
Oh, we getting a
And
hand
this
clap
is
too.
how we do it. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Welcome, everyone. So good to see you guys. Let me get back on my right. All right, there we go. What's up? What's up? What's up, Brian? Thank you for chiming in too.
Good to see you, girl.
Good to see you. I didn't get a chance to get back with you about, you know me, I'm all over the place. You just got to grab onto the horns. And sometimes, the conversations come off of what I get in the midst of the energy. You know what I'm saying? But I lay down the groundwork for y'all. And then we just do it. How's
I hope it's some
everyone?
good ones
Welcome
this
this
week.
evening. We welcome you. We have a few people that have chimed in on Zoom. With me, welcome Benjamin Smith, John Timothy Mims, and Brian Cash. I want to welcome you gentlemen here. I know that it's kind of difficult on Sundays for folks to stop on by. I know that's very difficult. I will be switching some things up. I know for sure the holiday weekend, I don't know.
Next Sunday, you mean?
Yeah, I made. Well, I for sure. No, that's not next Sunday, is it?
Yes, it is. Mother's Day.
No, next Sunday is Mother's Day. Okay, I'm talking about
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. I know I won't be doing it on a Sunday. I'll be doing it Monday, and also Mother's Day. We're going to do it on Monday. Y'all bear with me. I got a dental appointment. I'm gonna be running to do that. But as soon as I can get back on this side of the bay, my dentist is in San Francisco. I'm gonna be getting out there to do that, and then I'm gonna come on and we're gonna do it on Monday. But I'll announce that at the end of the show. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining in this evening on the Donna Smith Table Talk Grown Folk. Whatever we want to call it, but y'all know it's grown folk table talk, okay? I thank you for chiming in today. Do know that what we talk about, questions, debates, opinions are not meant to offend anyone. We are just having a good time, throwing some things out there and discussing them in a grown folk, real kind of way. I appreciate everyone for taking a little time. And when you do join in on the Zoom, personally, like the panel does on a regularly, I understand sometimes when you got to just chime out and go, you can, spare only 30 minutes. Sometimes our show goes a little over an hour for sure. So I do understand. I just want you to know I do appreciate you finding a minute to stop on by, especially when you're driving and trying to get, I was doing a video. I just want to share this before we do our toast. I was doing a short video and I was driving and, I got the camera up there and I'm watching the road and everything else. Somebody must have blasted out talking about, you need to keep your eyes on the road. I'm like, my eyes are on the road. You need to keep your eyes on me and listen to this message. That's what you need to do. Okay. So you be getting
it's called what you call it? It's called traffic jam for a reason. How much you need to keep your eyes on the road?
I mean, they don't understand. I do, and Brian understands it too. We commuters, and sometimes, especially, I'm literally sitting for 5, 10, 15 minutes sometime before the traffic start moving. So I got time. Now either I'm gonna turn on the radio, put in my music, listen to something, or I'm gonna talk to y'all if something on my mind, It ain't like I'm doing 100 miles an hour and I'm about to run into somebody and I'm trying to get a video in. But, you got folks that's going to, throw a little shade here and there. But I'm being safe, y'all. Anyway, welcome.
That's some goddamn Oprah gangsters.
Huh?
That's some goddamn Oprah gangsters that don't even let you text anymore. But don't get me started, Donna. Don't get me started.
I want you to start. I want you to start. Anyway, welcome. Where's those cups, bottles, glasses? What, John, Ben? I guess you guys went to go get yours. And Oh, Brian got some Crystal. What is it? Crystal Geyser. That's my favorite water. I drink that water most times because it don't have no back taste. It's just pure fresh water. I just love it. I drink that.
Crystal Geyser sparkling.
Yeah, I haven't tried their sparkles.
Well,
you tried the sparkles, Brian?
Water.
Brian on froze.
Hell no.
You ain't tried the sparkles?
Am I?
No, with the Crystal Geyser. Yeah, you was
because I don't drink soda, so this is my soda substitute, carbonated.
Well, yeah, man, I haven't had so the best thing. I'm just gonna share this before we move on. This is my care to share today. The best thing I could have did was leave them sodas alone, and it's been at least maybe 4 years now that I have not had a soda. And I'm gonna tell you, it makes the world of difference in a lot of ways, and especially like if you're a Coca-Cola product drinker, Coke, Pepsi, things like that, your teeth get stained and it does some icky stuff to the body. You retain, you gain weight. You'll be surprised at the weight you lose when you just omit certain things like that. You'll start dropping. It's a lot of sugar and stuff in them sodas, and some people be drinking 6, 7, 8 cans a day of that stuff. They got to wake up in the morning having a Coca-Cola.
Nah, I'm cool.
Leave the sodas alone, my brothers and sisters. Not good. Change to something else and cut down on too much sugar. Some people will say, well, I'm drinking juice now, but the juice has this host of world of sugar in it, the juice they're drinking. So you have to be careful what you choose to put into your body. And I'm really paying attention to that nowadays. Let me tell you. I am really paying attention to some things and what kind of makes me go and what kind of makes me know, stuff I didn't.
You know what I started doing? One thing I started doing was I seen that on Instagram that they have you putting in mixing the powders. So they sell the powders at the stores now that you can get like cayenne pepper, ginger, and turmeric. And then you can kind of mix that together in a shot with some lemon juice, that pure lemon juice.
Yeah.
And that's really good to, get the inflammation out your body.
Click. I hear you, Ben. Keep on. Click, clank, clank. We never did toast.
Bing, bing. So
Thank you, guys.
I've been following that one, so I don't have to spend so much money at Jamba Juice buying that $3 one. They got a $3 shot that's good for you.
And some of Jamba Juice, I had started drinking like they plant-based ones, which some of them taste pretty good, but there's a lot of sugar in some of those too. So you got to be careful.
A lot of sugar in Jamba Juice.
You have to really be careful with Jamba
Juice. Juice is supposed to be. Fruit's supposed to have sugars, but it's a different kind of sugar.
There's good sugars and there's bad sugars. And sometimes it's too much sugar. And your A1C start going,
They not adding sugar to it. They just blending the fruits up. They don't put sugar in there.
They had a thing.
Look at the ingredients. Ask them for the ingredients on your Jamba.
Other than just fruit.
They got sugar stuff. They got sugar stuff. Just like a lot of those. I remember I still do Starbucks, but I rarely get the coffee. I usually get the refreshers because they have less of all that gook in it. And I used to be notorious for getting caramel macchiato, frappuccino, that kind of thing with the caramel drizzle and the whipped cream and all that. Do you know how much sugar and calories are in them things?
Mm-hmm.
You have that. That's a whole meal and some. It is heck of calories. And some people have that. They get a venti, a big, large one. Then they have a burger, fries, all that stuff. Y'all, we gotta be more healthier with our choices. If you gonna do that, you probably you should leave that as your only. That's your meal.
And then folks call their doctor trying to say it's their thyroid.
Yeah, they tell me, can you check my TSH? My thyroid is acting up. Maybe my my T4s and 3s and TSH. The doctor looking at you like, okay. Let me go on
Well,
and
I'm not
order
gonna
that.
have a $6
Uh-oh.
coffee or macchiato or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and have a goddamn banana split and enjoy this thing.
Hey,
Gonna be some
JJ.
real sugar.
Hey, Brian said he gonna have a bad banana split. He just gonna make it all the way field goal. If you gonna have a
That's
caramel frappuccino with whipped cream, drizzle caramels, and all that stuff in it, you might as well go for like a banana split. You just need to go on down to Baskin
Might well
Robbins
go
and do
for a
that. Ain't that
pizza.
right, Brian?
I can see
That's
that.
right. You goddamn right. Shit.
You gotta pick and choose your calories and what you doing. If like me, if I'm gonna really go there and have a sweet tooth, I'm not big on sweets nowadays for whatever reason, but that's good. But every now and again I get a little taste for a little something. I just go on and take that little something, get that quench off, and make sure it's worth it. There's nothing worse than eating on something that's not even worth it, but got 10,000 calories in it and a bunch of sugar. And you like, well, I didn't really like that. But, and as a matter of fact, not to be put no pun intended, but let me just say, I was in Walmart yesterday and I went into the sweet section and they had Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pie. And I have never tasted Patti LaBelle.
Amen.
But I heard that it was okay, right? So I went on and bought $5 and something for a whole pie. And I was told that I probably wasn't going to like it that much. I ain't going to tell you that it was bad, but I'll tell you it don't taste like I thought it was going to taste.
It tastes like factory, right?
Which one you get?
It's the sweet potato pie by
the
Patti
sweet
LaBelle.
potato. Yeah, I like that.
Have you tried it, Brian? No.
Nah, I figure,
tried
as much as I love Patty, I don't want to ever dislike Patty over her pie.
I was like,
and,
no, they used to have the little ones. Like
they do. They're like $1.
Hey,
so they were out of those. They
how
had
you
all
doing,
kinds
man?
of stuff. So I had to get the round.
Good.
So I gave it away. I ended up giving it away because I ate it and I said, this is gonna go bad. I didn't eat a whole slice. I just kind of ate a couple of spoons, and I was like, there was a few things kind of missing, as far as your homemade real good sweet potato pie. It didn't taste all that. But anyway, you guys, you got something you care to share? How was your week? How was your day? We do this every Sunday, maybe on a Monday too. And we like to just, bounce off of you guys if you have anything that did you just want to get off your chest, or maybe you've experienced or you're going through. We here for you. Okay, Brian, go.
Hold on, I'm gonna step away for a minute.
One word. Allergies. God damn allergies.
Oh, you've been getting the allergy. I know, Brian.
I had a bad episode this week and it was, at our age, man, everything flashed before your eyes. So it was pretty critical. It was pretty goddamn.
So you had breathing issues and all that too, or you just stuffy? Hey, Cordell.
I had it all. What's up, Cordell? I had it all. Tuesday night, about 10 p.m., my inhaler went, and I don't have asthma. I just have an inhaler for this type of season. And 10 o'clock, my inhaler went empty. So I got on my little Kaiser Permanente app and went to my little series. I didn't know how easy it would be, but it was really easy. And I just ordered another one. Since I work out in Livermore, I just said, all right, I'm going to go to work. I already know it's going to be a long night tonight.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to work and I'm going to pick up one. They open up at 8:45. I figure I'll be there about 9 because that's when I send my people to break. And I'll just sneak out, go pick up my little inhaler and come back. They told me they couldn't give it to me because it hadn't been okayed by my doctor, although it was on my app and I could order it. And then I was like, all right, fine, because I'm clueless to the whole process. I'm like, all right, well, call my doctor, call her, And they said, oh, well, we'll get back to you a little bit later. I said, well, when you say that, how long you mean? She said about 3, 4 o'clock. I said, lady, I'm a black man. I'm changing colors in front of you right now because I can't breathe. Just give me an inhaler. That's all I need. She says, well, you can take off your mask and go outside. That's when I knew I was dealing with an idiot. So I just I just turned around because
Outside
those
could be
people,
the very things that's making you have the reaction that you was having.
it's what I was telling her. So she suggested I go through emergency. Now, anytime you go through emergency, that's automatically $150 a month later or whatever, whenever you get the bill. So I said, lady, all I need is just an inhaler. You know, I was so upset. I didn't even think about just going to Walmart or somewhere and grabbing some Primatene Mist, you know, but.
Or getting the
Okay.
reteller to transfer you to the referral nurse.
Oh, so I did that. I ended up calling, and that lady told me the same thing. Just go to emergency. I told her I wasn't going to do that, and I said, fine, I'll just go to emergency. So I go back to go back in. I'm still on the phone with her. She says, oh yeah, your hospital doesn't have one. You're gonna have to go way out to Antioch. I said, from Livermore? Listen, lady, I got to go back to work. You know, I can barely breathe, but just give me a damn inhaler. Couldn't do it. I didn't get an inhaler until 7 o'clock that evening.
They had to get the okay from your doctor.
My doctor called me the next morning, but I called the pharmacist at Kaiser and Manteca and just told him, like, listen, if I got to come in there and pass out in front of y'all, I mean, I'm gonna do that. But just give me a damn inhaler. I told the lady my little story, and she kind of looked around and said, you know, for you, Mr. Cash, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I'm not supposed to overthrow your doctor's deal. I said, listen, I don't know why she don't have it on there at this point. I don't care. Just okay it. So she did. I went and picked it up and skipped my ass out of there. So I was good after that. I was skipping.
Make sure you email your doctor to put that on your medication list so you won't have this problem moving forward.
I had a long talk with my doctor the very next morning when she called me. I had to tell her the whole story and all of that. So
yeah,
we straightened it out. We straight. Matter of fact, I need to go, since I'm in my car, I need to go pick up my prescription because I'm fine with the one I got. Come on, yo.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. I never was one to have allergies until I moved out to where I'm at. And I had a couple of things hit me. I didn't even know what it was, but all the pollen in the air, all the greenery, the trees. I went to some picnic function in Vallejo a couple of years ago. I had never had allergies in the Bay, up that way. And then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. I mean, literally, it was like my nose was, I don't know what you call it. It's worse than a stuffed nose. I just could not breathe. And then my eyes was bothering me and all that. And I was sitting outside with these trees and I'm like, something ain't right, And then we went to a friend's house and seemed like it got worse. It got worse. I told them I had to leave. But anyway, they gave me some a little medication for that when I have flare-ups. I noticed out here where I'm at, when the seasons change and the pollen is in the air and all that, I start getting the sneezing and runny nose and stuff like that. But, they got Flonase. I don't have to do inhalers, but, I do have an allergy medication and Flonase that I can use and it helped. But I hear you.
Start taking stuff in like February because when everything starts to bloom, you're already prepared. It's already in your system. So just start taking stuff in February.
Yes. And you got to make sure too, when you got those allergies, that your house ain't dusty because dust mites is a mother butter. You could be breathing stuff in your house that you ain't even got to know what, especially folks that don't never dust. Some people don't even know what dusting is.
I got a Mexican girlfriend. My house is very clean.
Oh, I know yours is. I can just imagine. And that's no disrespect. But
no, it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
You had jokes and fun. Anybody else have anything to share your week? Anything good real quick before we move on?
I just wanted
to go ahead, JJ.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to add to the allergy thing that a lot of the reason why we have allergies so bad is because there's a lot of plants. Like, for example, a lot of the trees that are grown out here in the United States are not natural to this land, and they produce a lot of pollen. It's not just the flowers; it's the trees as well, and it's an excessive amount. And so, with the climate change, it's causing these trees to produce more than they normally would. And
Exactly.
so I don't know the exact tree. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I watched a documentary on it, and I was dumbfounded by how much pollen comes off of these trees and is into the air, and it affects everybody in a major way. So I'm glad y'all touching on this because I'm going through it out here too.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
we got to take care
I'll
of
be doing a
ourselves, you
little
guys.
allergy revenge later on.
Yeah. And you know what? I was amazed because I didn't know, as you get older, you have those things. Usually it'd be younger folks, I thought, that would be affected by allergies and stuff, but it can happen to anybody.
That's true.
You can get, just like you look at the shingles, which is similar in the family of chickenpox. There's a lot of grown folks that get shingles, and that's why they have a vaccine for it but if I looked at chickenpox as a childhood, disease, if that's what you want to call it. But there's a lot of older people who get it too, the shingles they call it. So if Ben, you got anything? What's going on with you?
Yeah, we was talking about this before the show, and I just wanted to make sure everybody understood, because I know a lot of people, I was asking them, do you know people that are having problems with the stock market and they're losing a large sums of money and stuff? And I'm a life insurance agent. So, but people don't understand that you can use life insurance to help people in all matters of financial situations. And I was explaining to them about annuities and stuff, because annuities are giving off 10 or more % on your money annually for the next couple of years. So as the markets go down, the annuities go up. Most people don't understand about, the life insurance companies are actually the lifeblood of our economy. So as the markets move up and down, they kind of control that. An annuity is something that if the market falls, you go down to zero. But as the market moves up, you get a percentage of that. So annuities are a good way of protecting your money so that you're not falling $100,000, $200,000 down. Because I know this week or the last couple of weeks have been market being down. And if you don't want to go on that roller coaster, hit me up, Financial Dash Corner on Instagram, and I'll help you guys to get your money situated.
So Ben, is that just annuities? Is that just coming together with a client and determining about how much they should put into it, or is it a minimum amount you have to put into it to get started, or is it based on your ability?
Well, annuities are almost like the IRAs of the insurance product. It's almost like an IRA. It's a Roth type. It's a IRA regular type. It's 401k type. So whatever income, there's not a minimum. There's not a minimum to it. Yeah, but IUL is not an annuity. That's the actual cash value life insurance policy. That's a product. But annuities allow you to transfer your money and protect them. So a lot of people are not protected right now, and that's a problem.
And to transfer your monies, you mean to transfer your monies that you already have in another insurance, or
no, in another
employer
account? So what happens is you have qualified accounts and non-qualified accounts. Qualified accounts is people 401ks and their IRAs and things of that nature, where like a Roth is already, it can be non-qualified because the money's already been pulled out of it. So qualified is your 401ks and IRAs that you haven't paid taxes on them yet, which is pre-tax. So when you transfer those over, instead of pulling the tax out, you don't have to pay taxes on it. It's almost like a rollover. But with the non-qualified, that's like your regular cash. You just move your cash over. So some people have, these accounts that they may want to roll over outside of the market. You might have your account that you're using to trade stocks and things of that nature. You want to move them out the way because you just want to get your money out the way. There's so many things that's just changing as we watch it. You know, the banks is going stupid. You know, the market's starting to go crazy. The real estate market is weird. Now the banks start stopping up loaning. They don't want to give anybody any money right now. It's just so much stuff going. You don't really want your money locked up in the banks because now the banks are starting to hold your money. So even if you try to put it in the bank account to think you're going to be good to go, if you decide to transfer it, then they may make you wait. The law is they can actually make you wait up to 6 to 9 months to get your money out. So that's
so what
not
if
a
you
cool
have
thing.
what if you have $6,000 in an IRA and you want to transfer that into something else,
An annuity.
Annuity to so a person would just contact where they have their IRA and work with you guys in regards to transferring that particular amount over to an annuity?
No, they would contact me first, you know, because you got to
Oh.
have somewhere to put your money to. You can't just say, I'm going to transfer it and they're going to give you a check. You can't touch that money. Soon as you pull that money out for you, they're going to penalize you 10% plus take the taxes out. So your poor little 6,000 might end up being 3,500. That's not what you want to do. So
Wow.
Yeah. Taxes are very expensive. You know,
Yeah,
10% plus they take 20, 30, depending. You know, it shouldn't be that bad. Then it ends up being income for you on the next tax year. So you don't want to do that. So you want to have it somewhere to go. And once they do that, then the insurance company and the agency that actually has conservatorship over your money would transfer that over. So it's kind of them working to make sure that's getting
So
done.
is it penalties for that?
No.
Okay.
No. Because
Okay.
it's not going from what is it called? It's called I think I just said it.
Take your time.
It's not going from I forget what it's called, but it's not going into a taxable situation. It's transferring over as not taxable. You know, it's not being touched. So it's going from the same thing you have to the same thing you have on the other end. You're not changing states. You're not pulling the tax and everything out and then transferring it.
And in an annuity, if you transfer an IRA, say $6,000 into an annuity, can you touch that money if you, of course it's going to build more interest and stuff, but can you touch it if you needed to, say like in 2 years, you wanted to touch that money? Can you do that?
They allow you to get about 10% of it until it matures. So you can make an annuity that's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. The longer the time that you put it in there as an annuity, the more percentage you'll get. But you can make it so you can access it in a year or two. That's why you have to sit down and make a plan up. You say, I don't need this money right now, but I don't want to lose this money, but I want to access this money in 2 years or 3 years. Then you set it up to do that.
And is that a one-time thing? Let's say like if you take $6,000 and open up you an annuity, are you obligated to put money into that like monthly in addition to that? Or is that just your money sitting there until you decide you may want to put some more on it, or you may not? You just may want to see the interest grow on it.
It's usually a one-time thing. You know, if you're transferring money over, that's a one-time thing. Now, if you want to add to it, then they may set you up a separate one, or you may set that up at the same time. Like you might say, I want to put my 6,000 over here, and then I want to have the opportunity to take another $200 a month out of my account, or 100 out of the money, send it. You can do that. You can set these products up to do those kinds of things.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that, Ben. And again, if anyone needed to reach out to you for more information in regards to annuities, insurances, and things of that nature, financialdad.com is where you at?
No, Financial Dad's Corner on Instagram.
Oh,
Financial Dad's Corner.
Corner on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to find me.
Nice. Okay. And Cordell, you good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's right. What about you, JJ?
I'm good. I'm over here doing paperwork. Don't mind me.
That's all right. I know you here though. That's what's
I'm here. I'm
lovely.
fully engaged, y'all.
That's what's up. What about you, John? You good?
Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought my camera. I'm looking at y'all.
Yeah, you looking
Okay,
at us.
we
We ain't
straight.
seeing you.
What's
We
good,
don't
John?
see you, boo-boo. And I
Who's
guess
that, Jay?
Brian he was driving, so he had to zap off. Maybe he'll zap back on if he gets a chance. If not, Brian, thanks for stopping by and being a part of what we do. We moving right ahead now. Now, what about the NBA playoffs, y'all? Our Warriors got kind of beat down yesterday, huh? 30 points lost. I took it as they just was trying to get back at us from what we did to them the game before, but that kind of hurt, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just think they just got outplayed. That was it.
Thank you, Cordell.
They just got outplayed.
they got
Too many
whooped.
turnovers and just got
They
outplayed.
got
Man, they
legitly
got
whooped.
spanked. I mean, I said 30 points. What the heck? I started mopping my bathroom floor. I was like, I can't take this.
Well, yeah, the game was pretty much over in the third quarter, so they just got outplayed.
30
Yeah.
for 30 for number 30. Everything been 30 for 30. So it's 30
30 for 30. Well, tomorrow night is the game. Is it 5:30 or is it 7? What time is it coming on tomorrow? Does nobody know?
No, I don't know.
It's in
Did Denver
LA.
play today?
Can y'all let me look it up? You guys, y'all supposed to know this.
Denver played today?
I
Can
don't
I ask
know.
you a
I don't
question?
watch nobody but my Niners. I mean,
Can I
but
ask you a
my
question?
Warriors.
Go ahead, my brother.
Why are we supposed to know it?
Because you guys are sports fanatics.
Well, you watch the Warriors relentlessly. You are a faithful.
I watch the Warriors
So
and the
what should we
49ers.
say about you?
Do or die for life, baby. Ain't
But
no
you don't know what
playing.
time the game start, huh?
Yeah.
Good,
So I
Don.
guess Dife is. I
When we
guess.
gonna have our popcorn
guess-
ready?
I'm getting
I
ready to look
guess
it up
Die
right
is gonna
now.
come
I'm
sooner.
not playing with y'all.
Supposed to have
They
your
playing
popcorn ready.
tomorrow at 7 p.m. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
7 p.m. tomorrow. Ain't no gym time for me. I'm coming straight home to watch my game. I gotta go
Straight to the
gym
house.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah. We gonna get back at them. And moving right along, you guys. You know, my love and prayers out to Jaime Foxx. You know, he's been in the hospital like a month almost, and we really haven't heard anything
Damn,
about
he's still in the hospital?
Yeah, his conditions say he has medical complications, and nobody really know what happened. Did he have a heart attack, stroke? Did he?
That's probably
What
why he's staying
happened?
in the hospital, so can't nobody tell what
But he's
happened to him.
been in there for like a month. And so what do you guys think about that? I mean, they, we got folks saying that he's doing better and things like that, but it's this secret thing.
What I say he got some good insurance. Damn, they let him stay at the hospital for a month. Woo, I know that bill is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they say that Nick Cannon is going to be hosting his show, Beat Shazam or some game
It's
show
called
he
Beat
has.
Shazam.
Yeah.
It's a popular game show where it showcases it's basically one of those guess the song games, and
Song
you have like a
trivia.
certain amount of time to
Oh,
guess.
that was
Song
Jamie
trivia.
Foxx's show.
And that's
Yeah,
Jamie
Nick
Foxx's
Cannon
show.
is going to be temporarily hosting it until
Nick Cannon will be temporarily hosting it.
Jamie gets back. But I haven't seen that show. Is
It's a good show. It's fun.
It's been on for a while.
I haven't
It's been
seen
on
that.
for a while, but
For
I mean,
some years, yeah.
I think it comes on Fox if I'm not mistaken.
It does come on Fox.
On
So-
what night?
His
What
daughter,
day?
his daughter is the DJ on that show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, they're
So
gonna have Nick Cannon holding it up for him, and like I said, it hasn't been disclosed as to what's going on with him. But prayers to him and his
And they
family.
love Jamie Foxx in LA, huh? In Hollywood.
Yeah, he's been doing better, they say, but it's just it's something because everybody who reports on it can't really say what it is that's wrong with him, other than it's a medical emergency. So
Well, you know, it's like any HIPAA law. Ain't nobody gonna tell. They don't tell.
That's right.
You
And
don't
it
know
truly
nothing.
is, celebrity or not, it's definitely confidential. You don't have to put out there what it is. Your people do that, you know, they say what they're suffering with, but you don't have to disclose that. So, but prayers, I wish him well. I really do. And hopefully he can recover totally 100% from everything that he's dealing with. We miss you, Jaime. Get well. Get well.
It's also one of those reminders that these people are human and tomorrow's not promised to anyone. And we got to do the best we can with what we have and cherish the moments we have. And
You're
that's
absolutely
what I try to
right.
do every single day. I try to express myself through art and music and watching comedies and just enjoying life. If I'm worried about, you know, what the next person is doing all the time, you know, I'm not in a good place in my life. You know what I mean? I gotta be happy with where I'm at. So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out
Positive energy, positive vibes, positive connections with those type of positive people in your circle it puts you in a winning situation. You know,
there.
I can't
Absolutely.
tell you how many people that I have come across that I've known for a while too, that have a lot of dark energy and situations going on all the time.
All the
You know,
time.
and I mean, it got to be something good in there. It can't be
Right.
bad all the time, right?
Right.
But when you
Mhm.
deal with them and talk to them, it's always on this doggone woe is me trip. And it's like, oh my God. Did you ever had this friend or even a relative that you would connect with sometime and they drain you with all their negativity? By the time you get off the phone or get through visiting them or them visiting you, you are absolutely drained.
It is.
Those kind of
Mentally,
people you need to avoid.
yes,
You need to
because
avoid them.
you know
They're-
the
they're just-
saying misery
suck-
loves company. People who are going through things and that like to bounce it off on others and play the victim role and all this stuff, you know, it will be a downer and a drainer for you. So you have to be able to discern, you know, when it's time to back. You can still love them from afar. You can still call them every now and again, but all that darkness, sooner or later, that darkness is going to stomp you to the ground if you associate with that kind of situation on a regular basis. And that doesn't mean not be there. Everybody has a down moment. It's not always up. And sometimes you need to lean on that friend or family member or whatever, but you do things to rise above that. You know, you get your mind right. You start doing things to get you on a different path and connecting with those kind of people too. You know, that is more positive, you know, because I'm telling you, it's rough out here. It's rough just to survive from day to day. And
You're being a
That's
pimp.
real.
you know, we forget how precious life is. I think a lot of times it's just so easy to take for granted that you're going to have the opportunity tomorrow to do all this again. And you just may not.
Right.
Your opportunity may be now, and that's it, and that's all, you know, and we have got to remember that and not take for granted every day or second that we think we're going to have the opportunity to get through I won't do this today, I'll do it tomorrow. I won't call them and see how they're doing, I'll do it tomorrow. I won't apologize to this person that I've wronged, knowing I should have said something, I'll do it next week. And then next thing you know, you find out that person ain't here no more. Or you in a situation where you ain't here, you know, you can't do nothing when you ain't here, right? So it's like you gotta live for the now and try to sprinkle good positive seeds and have positive people in your circle that is for you and not against you, because there's a lot of folks that is against you as well, and you have to be able to discern that and tell the flags be there. The red flags are
That'd be
there. But sometimes we just have blinders on and we don't zone in on it. We dismiss it for whatever our selfish reasons is, you know. But and when it's said and done all over, you end up saying, wow, why didn't I pay attention? It was the writing was on the wall. I should have been got out of that situation. And not just relationships, it could be business, it could be a family member. And we, you know, as a folk, we love our family. You want to be close to your family, but some of them are toxic.
So the problem is two things. One, you avoid confrontation. Two, you don't know how to deliver the message so it won't hurt their feelings. So, and the last one is that, you know, whatever you say, this person might take it the wrong way, even though you mean good to let them know, hey, I care about you, but something's got to change with you. You're down all the time. What's going on? Talk to me. But they don't want to talk to you. So, you know, but it's just the way the messages are delivered is important. So
yeah. And that's right. You know, we got to pay attention. We have got to connect and pay attention in the right kind of way. Sometimes you have to clean house. You have to clean house. There's certain folks you just have to say, shoop. That's it. I can't do you. See ya, you know. And if you see them on the street or they call you and say, how you doing? How you doing? If you answer the phone, how you doing? Oh, okay. That's it, right? Because they literally try to suck the life out of you. So changing associations is a good thing. And I mean, we all have that, Ben. It's wild because it's a reality, but everybody has somebody that has been in their circle, if not now, at some point in your life where they literally was trying to suck the life out of you with their bad energy. Real talk.
That's
okay,
real
now
talk.
moving right along, you guys. I hope the message was clear.
Yeah.
Bad boys, inquiring minds want to know, why do some women prefer men that treat them like dogs opposed to a man that will treat them like a lady with some respect and dignity? My best friend keeps going back to this dog after he hurts her over and over again. She has a wonderful man that is willing to treat her well and that is interested in her, but she will not give him a chance. I am about to unfriend her for being so
I don't know if that
stupid.
makes sense.
What can I do?
Unfriend her.
Why would she unfriend her?
No, I just said
She
that
say she's
because
sick
she
of her
said
being
what
so
she gonna
stupid.
do. I'm about to unfriend her. God.
Oh,
damn.
you looking at it as social media? That's what you said
No,
looking
just
at it as?
unfriend her, period. Just not be friends with her because she's saying she's tired of seeing her friend get hurt. And dog, she keep going back to the same dude that is not appreciating her, that's using her, that's dogging her. And she, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't pick a partner for somebody. People pick their own associations and lovers and everything else, right? So if you're a friend and you on the outside, because always on the outside looking in, you see it a lot clearer than that person in the mud, right? They seem to have on blinders for some reason. But does that constitute giving up the friendship? Because this person is deciding to keep getting hurt over and over again by a dog. She calls it a dog.
That's control. That she wants control over her friendship. She wants her friend to do what she want to do. So that's too many people that's something wrong with them. But somebody that keeps doing that, that's a mental situation that they need to go sit down and have counseling and to put that in order. They may have had a daddy or a mama that just was a cheater on a regular basis and their mama stuck with them. That's why it's not good for us to be in relationships with people that are very destructive, because then our kids want to do the same thing. So I think she needs to she shouldn't unfriend her friend. She should try to see if she can get her some help, because it's something wrong. Because you know it's something wrong if you keep dealing with people that's trash. Why would you keep dealing with somebody that's trash over somebody that care about you? Because they biceps bigger? Is that what she's looking
Well,
at, the big biceps?
she labeled the discussion as bad boys. She likes bad boys.
Yeah.
And some people like bad boys. And just like some like bad girls. But you want them sometimes to have a balance. You know, you want them to be bad somewhat, but you want them to be good too. You know, you can't always be bad. You don't want to bring the bad ones around family and mama and daddy. You don't want to bring a bad
How
one.
do you describe bad? You want them to be bad. Bad to what extreme? What do you mean?
Bad
you want them to be
boys.
bad.
Okay, let's dig deeper.
What's the description of bad
What's
boy?
a description of
Because
bad boys?
that can fall in many different ways. So if we say, well, you want, guy, a bad boy, what is he? Is he a D boy? What do he do? Do he pull robberies? What do we do? What makes him bad?
Well, what constitute a bad boy? Some will say,
I don't know. Everybody got
I'm just
different
saying
reasons.
from a woman's perspective that like bad boys. They usually like them, the ones that's rough, that's street savvy. They got a little smart savvy too, that ain't about no nonsense. They got their hustle on, they got their pants sagging, and they doing what they do. They got their swag on, they bad
That's a bad boy. It can't
Some
just be a
women like bad
man with
boys.
some swag who don't take no crap. A man with some swag who don't take no crap, who can hold his own, who got a little street knowledge, and he's also a little wise on the other side. So are we gonna call him a bad boy?
I just told you something.
Well, he know what he can do though, John. You know what he is. He know he got choices, because all the honeys want that. Well, he got choices, so she all upset because he know. You know what it is. He out there tasting all the honey. He ain't just tasting her honey, so she feel like she should get rid of him.
Bad boys are usually cheaters.
Listen to
they're usually cheaters.
Let me just think about this for a second. This is a girlfriend writing the email, right?
Yes.
Her friend.
Okay.
Yep.
She stated that her friend has another man that's interested in her. That's a good guy, but she's dealing with this bad boy. So is her friend a bad girl or a good girl? Because it sounds like she might be a side chick for this other guy.
Well, let's take it further. What constitutes bad girl, bad boy? I mean, what?
That's what we're trying to define it now, right?
Forget the
Well,
bad boy,
I can
bad
reference
girl.
DMX here. Rest in peace, DMX. But he got a song called "Why Do Good Girls Like Bad Guys?" And the hook said, "Why do good girls like bad guys, knowing that bad guys tell mad lies?" Like that's the first line in the song. So
say that again. Say that first line.
It says, "Why do good girls like bad guys, knowing that bad guys tell mad lies? Why do dog niggas want the honey with class? Sometimes you want more than just honey with ass."
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
There's more to the song. But
you like the ass, but you want her to have some class and some class. Okay. You just don't want a dizzy blonde, quote unquote, is what they, call some dizzy blondes. You don't want that. So I think, is it an individual thing? What's a bad girl to Cordell may not be the same bad girl definition for Ben.
That's true.
Okay.
For a long time, I was attracted to
and especially
bad
not
people.
for John.
So
I don't know what a bad girl is for John.
I get it. I was attracted to badness because I was conservative. I grew up in a household where I had to follow the rules all the time. So I was always attracted to people who weren't following the rules, who always did whatever they wanted to do. So it's more of an attraction thing. It's not necessarily that they just choosing this person just to choose them.
Is it a look? Do they have a look, or is their whole demeanor?
Then they got that unfortunate saying out there that good guys finish last. Like, what kind of crap is that? Like,
It's true.
but how's it?
True.
But
It's
if what
true.
about? But
It's
what if
true.
the good guy?
Cordell say, "Excuse me, Mom. It is true.
It's true.
It's true. It is true. True."
What kind of crap is that though? Like, I feel like what
Well,
you
they
gonna
say
do?
the good guys finish last because it seem like, I'm not gonna say all women, but some women do want the bad boys. And
But
some men want the bad girls.
That's
If
not
she's
where
too
we get
studious-
good guys finish last from.
Huh?
That's not where we get good guys finish last.
Where we get it from, John Timothy?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, you trying to say we get it from because women choose bad boys?
No,
So
I didn't say.
you-
I just said some women want the bad boys, and some men want the bad girls.
I caught that part, but
what we
that's
trying to
Cordell.
discern what is actually bad in both. I mean, what do you call bad? What do you call bad? A cheater? One who wears baggy pants? One who is out on the street making street money? What is a bad boy? And what's a bad girl? Because she may not be doing none of that, but she a bad girl. She cheating on her dude. She got a bad mouth.
It ain't. It's like you say. It's to each individual. Now you can generalize and say a bad person is one who caught up in crime, D-boy, just doing things, living a life on the edge. I mean, you can call it. It's to the individual. But my thing is, it don't matter where she.
John, well, excuse me for interrupting me. We only see your glasses and your nose.
Well, how much more you want to see?
I'd like to see your lips, God dog.
You
Wait,
want
you
to see my lips?
We can't see your lips, dude.
It's
like
getting
to see my
Wilson from Home
lips?
Improvement.
Please.
I mean, you all in the cut and all that,
No,
all
I'm
down
trying
low
to-
in the chair.
See,
Everybody
but
holding
see,
on, saying, "Well, where the rest of your
goes
head
back.
at?"
That goes to this what I was about to say. They're caught up on the wrong thing. The girl talking about. See how is it affecting the friendship for one? So she don't say how it's affecting the friendship. So
It's affecting her not wanting to be friends because she's saying her friend is being absolutely stupid.
Okay, so you want to abandon your friend because she's making bad decisions. But how many bad decisions she'd have made in her life, and folks probably haven't abandoned her? Well, some folks probably have. How did she like that? But the thing is, you can't pick and choose for nobody else.
That's right.
Even though you may not like it. So just for me, as a man, if my sister pick a guy that's not good for her, okay, I may not like it. But do that mean I disown my sister? Because she
No.
constantly dealing with this cat or whatever? I don't like it. I can't tell her who to pick and who not to pick. The only thing it comes down to is the friend's own individual feelings or view of things. That's all it is. You see something, you don't like it. Some people like green cars, some people don't. And they got a reason why they don't like them and everything else.
So this friend would be totally out of pocket. We just trying to stay on track with helping them. They'd be totally out of pocket for taking away the friendship because you think your friend is being stupid.
But it's not just that.
Saying sorry. And why are you eating the last one?
This is what I would recommend for the friend that's supposedly
one at a time. Ben, you gotta mute yourself, sweetheart, because I don't know who you talking to, but it ain't us.
Oh, I didn't know I wasn't unmuted. My bad, players. My bad, player.
Now, see, he gonna call me a player. I don't want to be a player no more. I could go on with the song, but I ain't gonna do it. It ain't my song. I don't own the rights to it. But I don't want to be a player no more. Quit calling me player. That ain't what you call no lady.
A true friend, get back to the topic. A true friend
Yes.
wouldn't care. He or she would maybe give their peace of mind and just say, hey, I'm just sharing what I feel. I'm gonna be here for you, whatever you decide to do.
That
but
part.
I'm not gonna end my friendship because you with some knucklehead. He ain't putting no hands on her, right?
No. And I do feel as though advice should be given when warranted. If a friend come to you and want to talk to you about something and they open it up and they ask your opinion, right on. But for you just to come out and be badgering them about their choices, that's not good. That's totally disrespectful.
Well, badgering. I don't hear her saying she's badgering her.
No, I'm just saying hypothetically outside of this
just
situation.
Listen to
I'm
her,
life
let her vent, and just don't. This our relationship. She gonna do what she gonna do. But hey, just supposedly her friend, just be there for her. Just let her do what she.
And not that friend that's gonna come back after you break up with dude and say, "I told you so."
Don't say that.
Because it's those that say, "I told you so." You should have left that alone.
They may
not break up. They may not break up
because you stop being friends.
But see, the thing is, it's okay to speak upon the truth of what you see. But then once the person say, okay, this is where it's at, blah, 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 you got to respect what that person's decision is, because it's that person's life.
But is it okay for you to speak on it about what you don't, what you see?
I just say
is it okay if they didn't ask for your opinion?
It's okay, but see, okay, hold on. We're talking about friends. So now, if I see you doing something or something that's not right or that can hurt you or whatever, will I be a friend by not saying nothing? Now think about it. See, a friend should be able to say what they feel. A friend is not there to control and to tell you how to do something. They're there it's advice, it's suggestions, things of that nature.
So you got this honey you vibing with, you care about her, but people in your family or your friends, they don't like this person, right?
Well, hold on. We're not saying that they don't like them. We're not saying that the person don't like them. We're saying they don't like the actions. I don't like the actions that this person is carrying out towards you. Okay, you don't like the actions. Now I give you and I say, well, you know what? I talked to them. I'm dealing with it. I got it. Boom, boom, boom. And then and we're moving on. Before you not to be my friend, what? Because I didn't listen to you? Because I didn't do what you wanted me to do? No,
I don't think it warrants the friendship.
But it's okay. It's okay to speak up and say, I mean, to me, let's put it this way.
I think you should speak
if I'm in a situation, if I'm in a situation, because we sometimes can't see it ourselves because we're too close to the situation. So a lot of times we can't see, and someone says, hey, you notice this, and then we're kind of like, oh, I didn't even trip off of that. Wow. Or sometimes we might react differently. And at some point when we by ourselves and our wheels are spinning, it might come to us. But I'd rather someone who claimed they're my friend to say, hey, Tim, you need to get your junk together. This is what you're doing. Blah, 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 blah. This is what it looked like. Blah, blah, blah. Now, we can go after it, exchange words or whatever, but that's what friends should be able to do. They should be able to speak honestly. Sometimes they might get a little heated. But I don't want nobody who call themselves my friend and watch me and don't say nothing, especially if I'm going down a path of destruction and you're not saying nothing, but you're supposed to be my friend. That's just like me. That's just like us going to an event and I got a booger in my nose. You seen it the whole time, but it took a stranger almost towards the end of the evening to tell me, hey, you got something in your nose. No, but it's still because you have people who claim they're your friend and they got your back and they will not tell you that. And they would allow you to walk around in a position that they wouldn't want to be walking around and not say nothing. The thing is, a friend is supposed to have their best interests for the other person. So you should be able to speak up in love and say what's going on. You should be able to say, hey, I don't like how this
You
person
can say
treat
what's
you
going on
or whatever. But I can't
according to
tell the
you.
person you need to leave, you need to, this is the one you need to be with. And then I have a question about the friend saying, well, she got this other guy who is interested. Do she know about this other guy? Did you set it up? You know so much about this other guy interested in your friend.
Well, they
Is
good
that
friends,
your
so she
choice?
probably has
Is
told her
that your
about the other
choice?
guy.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, this is the mistake. I'm with my woman and my friend come to me and say, man, I was talking to this other girl about you. She interesting, she good, she better than what you got. For one, why are you even approaching someone regarding me as in a relationship or whatever, especially if I'm already in one? Now, if I'm not in a relationship or whatever, and you want to, you kind of say, hey, I kind of brought your name up, but I'm in a relationship. I need to deal with that relationship because really, if she was this hypothetically saying, say the friend say, hey, this other person is interested in you, and then that person leaves that relationship and goes get with this other person.
Okay.
Is she really healed from that other person? Is she really emotionally stable to go into this one that's supposed to be so good for her, that's willing to care for her? She can end up sabotaging the relationship without even knowing it because she's not even emotionally stable from the first one. See, the whole thing is you help the person through what they're going, with their end, you help them through it. You support them, you be there for them, but you
You be
don't
there
you
for
don't
them, but
find other angles and other things for them.
I do believe that we do still have our place. And, some will be accepting of your advice and some will be offended by your advice. A lot of times you have to bump your head and learn lessons on your own. Now, if a conversation opens up and we having a conversation about it, and I may say, well, I'm not really feeling dude because he be treating you bad. You know what I'm saying? You grown, you gonna do what you want to do, but you got other dude over here that's coming correct. And I'll say what I gotta say and leave it right there. But I'm not gonna just get in the middle of it and just say what I want to say when this person may not even want my advice about what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? You gotta see where you fit in with that.
So you see your friend getting hurt and you not gonna say nothing.
If my friend came to me and wanted to
No, no, no,
talk
no,
to
no.
me
I didn't
about
ask
it,
you. I
I
didn't
can't,
ask
I
you.
cannot
Hold on.
control
Hold
that.
on. Slow down. Slow down.
Can't
I
control
did
that. That's not my place.
slow down. Listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say if someone came to you. I said if you seen, therefore that means you witnessed. You witnessed your friend being hurt. You're not gonna say nothing?
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say nothing,
No,
but
this is no, I'm at, no,
it
no,
just
no.
depends. It's a very thin
Well,
line.
see,
I may
this
tell
now
that
here we
person, they not treating you right. You know what I'm saying? As far as I can see, you deserve more. I may say something like that and
okay,
leave it
that's the
alone.
same. It's the same thing. We just like Cordell said earlier about, or JJ, somebody said something about how you say things. The thing is, Cordell say how you
But
Yeah, I
present
said that
stuff
before.
or whatever. It's
Yeah.
the so you're saying the exact same thing I said. You see something as a friend, you speak it. But the whole thing is you're not trying to dictate the action of the
Right.
friend. You're not trying. See, when you're trying to tell the friend, oh, like for instance, this other person and this, because one, let's go back to what everybody talks about. We don't know what kind of pillow talk them two is having.
True.
You don't know what kind of pillow talk. So all you can do is make a suggestion or just cast your view and just say, hey, from what I viewed, it seemed like you being hurt. You okay or whatever? And they might say, oh
Right. I
girl,
get that.
oh man, it's good, it's good. Okay, then you move on. But not to say nothing, it makes me skeptical
Mm-hmm.
about who, because that would be just like if Ben said something, I know Ben, was seeing this person, whatever, and I said, "Hey, Ben, you cool?" Cause she it seemed like she act like this, and Ben say, "Nah, man, it's cool. She just like that, blah 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 blah." I know it seemed like that to a lot of people, but with me, it's different. And I said, "Oh, okay." But then who knows? I might say, "Hey, Ben, did you notice? I noticed that this person just didn't." Ben say, "What?" I was kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that. Then Ben look at that. I don't say nothing, but Ben look at that and later come and say, "Hey, man, I'm glad you said something.
Right.
Because I wasn't tripping." You see what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. I just question when if someone's supposed to be my friend and they got a closed mouth and they're watching me go through something and I'm saying nothing. That's where I have a problem.
When they don't say anything, they really are not your friend.
Right. Right.
So a true friend is going to express what they feel, what they may see, and then keep it moving. And if it don't work
they're
out,
not gonna push with it, but they're gonna address their observation.
if
and
it
of
don't
course,
work out,
you do what you gonna do about it. But a true friend would find it very difficult just not to say nothing.
Right.
And then there's been some friendships that do end because they end up thinking their friend is jealous. Their friend won't who they got, and they get resentful about it. I've heard situations where the dude tried to flirt with her girlfriend. And so the girlfriend came back to tell her, "Look, your dude is out of pocket. He was trying to holler at me, and I know you love him and y'all in a relationship." And the person didn't want to believe her friend.
You know why? Because she has an idea, but she's in denial of the reality of the truth of what the person does. That goes both ways, men and women. A lot of time we can't deal with the reality of it. So we like, "Oh, you know what? I don't want to hear that. You just talking crazy, this and that." But then we get by ourselves and we like, we Arsenio Hall all night long while we
Arsenio Hall, stop it.
Makes you say,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's
and
true. So I say with
this
this,
kind of things happen. But the whole thing is, where is the friendship and how is not where is the friendship, but how is the friendship looked at? How is the friendship looked at? Is it looked at that I just know you, we kick it, we have a good time, we friends, we hang out. We really not friends, we just associates. Because
well,
like I
they're
told you,
asking, what can they do about this situation? The
they
friend that's
spoke to the
right in.
friend.
What should we tell this friend to do? Fall back or?
She already spoke to the friend. If she already
did.
spoke to the friend, then all she can do is kick back and be there. If she fall, they can help catch her, and if she don't, support her and celebrate her. Sure. So all you can do.
We
What
all
can
agree?
you
You
do?
agree, JJ?
What can you do?
I feel like I just feel honestly that I feel like there wasn't enough details about the whole situation, about what's going on. We don't know if she's supporting this friend financially behind the dude or anything like that. Because I've seen situations like that happen where the dude is spending so much money and not paying the bills, so she got to ask the friend for money, and the friend don't want them to be out on the street, so she gives them the money for the rent. But it's on a constant basis where I'm like, if it's directly affecting your life, I could see how she could be like, I don't want to deal with this no more. I got to cut ties. I feel for my friend, but she chose a bad relationship. I could see, why she could be like, I want this friendship to end. I've had friends that, they're choosing to do some severe drug abuse, like right now. And they called me talking about they were in the hospital and they overdosed. And they were trying to sell it at one point, but they decided to do it and they did the whole thing and they ended up in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like I know that's kind of on another subject, but it's on the same thing of, it's about self-harm. You're in a relationship that's harming you. It's, same toxic type of thing when you doing drugs. It's self-harming. You know what I mean? So it's like, I felt like, I had to keep telling this person, you know what to do. You're on the right path. And then you backtrack. And every time you call me with something, it's draining me. I don't want to keep hearing that. I don't know how I could be there for you. I don't even want you in my house. Like, I'm afraid you might come in my house and steal something so you go get some
Exactly.
drugs.
And that's how you start to feel when you're dealing with somebody that has those issues,
It's hurt. It hurts because you really care about that friend. You want the friendship to keep going on. You really care about this person, but it's becoming toxic, and it's mentally and emotionally draining for you. So I get that part of it. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So,
just lots of prayer for them. And with this situation here, like you guys made some really good valid points in regards to they're your friend, say what you say, let them know how you feel, and then fall back to a point where you let them come to their own determination, but still be there and love them as a friend, because they may fall and they may not. This may be somebody they end up being with for the rest of their life. I mean, but it's their choice. So
it's possible that the loss of the friendship might be so traumatic for them that they might decide to drop the relationship. Like, I'm losing my friends back to back. Nobody wants to be around me. I had at least had some sense of support ever since I got with this person. I'm losing all my support system. Nobody wants to be there for me. So that might be a life teacher right there. So
yeah. Well, we wish them the best. I hope they can work this situation out.
It's sad.
Yeah, but a lot of folks end up doing the wrong thing with the wrong folks, and it's hard to sit back and watch somebody going down in a bad way and not say something. Not to say they're gonna always listen to you, but your conscience is clear just knowing you put out what you did.
They're gonna hear it in the back of their mind. They're gonna hear it. It's gonna sit in their memory.
It ain't going nowhere. Well, here's another little quick one. And this person says, we've dated for 6 years and both are very close to one another's family. They both are very close to one another's family. Well, we've broken up, but my ex-friend's mom, we've broken up, but my ex-friend's mom has passed away. I want to attend the funeral and give my last respects. However, my new man says, let the past go. He is not for me going at all to the funeral. I have asked him to escort me if he was or is feeling some kind of way, and he cussed me out and said I was out of my mind. Told me that he would understand if the guy and I had kids together, which we don't. I really want to go, and it has nothing to do with my ex. It's just the love and respect for his mom. In going, I do know my current relationship will suffer. Grown folks, what should I do?
How long she been in a relationship with this new person?
No, she ain't in the relationship with the new person is 6 years. She been with this person 6 years.
No, I'm talking about the new dude, not the ex. I'm talking about how long is the dude that's cussing her out about going to the funeral? How long?
That's the one she's been with for 6 years.
Oh,
I thought she was with the other one for 6 years, who died.
No. She didn't say how long she was with the other one. She says we've dated for 6 years and both of us are very close to one another's family. Well, we have broken up.
That's what
but
you did.
My ex-boyfriend that was before this one, mom has passed away.
Wait a minute, Donna. If I'm listening to this clear, you said she was dating this guy for 6 years. They were real close, but they broke up.
No. I'm sorry.
Read the letter again.
Okay, she's dated 6 years with the guy. She's been dating 6 years with the guy she's with. They are both close to each other's family.
Okay.
But she broke up with another guy before that, and his mom passed away.
Okay.
And she was very close to his mom, although she's now with someone new.
Okay. So we don't know how long she's been with the ex.
It don't matter. I mean, a relationship
She's in a new
between
relationship,
people,
but she's close to her
we're
ex's
talking about the
mom.
relationship between her and the mama. That's what I'm saying. A relationship between two people, a friendship or whatever. Are you that insecure? That's what I'm going to say. Are you that insecure that this person cannot go and give because trust me, if it was a loved one in their family and she probably said, "Oh, I'm not going to make it to the funeral," he would be highly upset. You're not gonna come to my funeral because you want that respect. But that's not what she's dealing with. She's dealing with the fact that she had a relationship with this person. She had a relationship with this woman, and just because something don't work with you and another person, if you built a relationship with somebody in their family, that don't mean that's supposed to end too. It's two different relationships.
I'm on a whole nother level. My partners still talk to their ex on Facebook. You feel where I'm coming from? I don't care about that. Like, you can talk to your
ex. You're not insecure. You're not insecure.
I'm not insecure.
That's insecure. That person's insecure.
I'm like, I've even said
you can wash out.
Yeah, I've even said you can invite the ex over and we can hang out. Like, I'm that type.
Well, she said she even invited him to come to the funeral too.
It don't matter because he can't get past or whatever immature. It's somebody died, man. She want to pay their last respect.
He said he just feel like the ex is the ex, and if y'all had kids, it would be more understandable.
But she not going. Okay, look it. Now I could have seen if she said, "No, I can't even see it then." Hell, if it was the ex's funeral, it's a damn funeral. She's going to pay her. God dog respects to the people. I get tired. I have a problem with especially insecure. I'm gonna speak on men. I have a problem with insecure men. I really do. Because we have such a background, it's ridiculous. And you don't want nobody coming at you on your background, especially speaking as a man, especially if you went through changes and you for the better of yourself and everything and what have you. But then someone say, I'm going to the funeral. It was my ex's mom, but me and the mom had a good relationship and everything. Oh no, you and your ex was in the past, should be in the past. I didn't say I was going to my ex's birthday party. I didn't say I was going to a whatever for him. I'm going to a funeral. But that's how insecure. That's why I question when men talk about being men.
Well, this is absolutely
Let that
true.
marinate for a minute.
That insecurity in that regard, and like you said, you very well said it. It is a funeral. It's respecting someone you had a close relationship with. Although you and the guy broke up, no, you don't have kids, but you still had a connection with their mom. And you may have gotten married and moved on. This happens a lot. And for somebody to want to control who you're friends with or what funeral you go to or somebody getting married, I mean, folks want to control what you do.
It's something deeper going on right there than just.
But then if he tripping like that, just go with her and escort her to the funeral. Then
it's the fact that he cussed her out behind that.
No, that's another thing. But the thing is, if you don't trust her, then leave her. Shit, that's the bottom line.
That's real.
If you can't trust her, then leave her.
That's right.
He don't have to trust her because he's controlling her every move.
That's what he's attempting to do.
Yep.
So if she does not go to the funeral, she's giving him what he wants, control.
I say go to the funeral and let's see where the cards
She's not just giving him what he wants, but she's lessening who she is.
Yep.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
You don't have your own mind. When do we get to where we trip off with other people do, other people like? like
Other
that in
people
our
controlling her
relationship.
morals and her ethics. Because that's actually what it is. Her
But
morals and ethics to take her
I
ass to the
bet you
damn
he gonna
funeral.
make funerals. He gonna make it
No
to the
man.
funerals of his
No man.
folks.
He might
He
show
gonna
up to
make
this
it.
one so he gets shot 99 in the other land's face.
Yeah. I mean,
See,
it's
your mama
absolutely
dead, but she ain't here. She nigga. You
it's
know, just stupid.
absolutely heart-wrenching to see that we are all human, and these situations are real. People are going through things like this, man, and it's just a trip because it's like you're two grown people living life. I don't know exactly what their ages are. They didn't say that part, but you've been together 6 years. You got a little history with each other. You know, you should have your trust in order. You should have your situation a little bit more tighter. You know, okay, baby, condolences. I know you was close to her. I'll see you when you get back, you know, and just be there for her. Because emotionally, she's probably dealing with the loss too. She was close to this woman.
Everybody don't do that.
If
Everybody not there.
if that person is really emotionally connected to that woman, he would felt her pain and understand what she's going through.
Right.
That's a whole different trip he on. Like being saying, that sounds like some controlling junk.
Controlling relationships.
Because I
Controlling
don't want
relationships.
it, because I don't, because I'm against it. You can't do it. And then my question would be, why are you against it? And I don't want to hear no oh well, the past is the past. Damn them cliches, Mr. Cliche. Give me a god dog reason.
That's
Give me a
real.
legit reason. Don't give me no cliche. Give me a legit reason. And but then and I'm telling you, for me personally, if I was involved with someone and this is how they're coming at me, I would be reevaluating my relationship and what I want and what I want. And that goes back to the other girl. Hey, if that's what she want, the way the girl talk about how the guy treated, then how does she want? So if she agrees and she wants that, she wants that. But if that's not what she wants, then she better take in consideration and looking at herself before she look at somebody else. Because if I'm not
That's right.
honoring myself, how am I honor you?
That's right. Very true facts. I
Well, what's
mean,
That's the
wrong with
reason why
you?
we date too, right? That's the reason why we date. And so we can get to the point of knowing if this is a person that we want to be with. And if this is their character in the time of somebody's loss and need, that does not sound like a partner for you. That sounds like somebody that wants to control you. Some of these things, they're teaching you as you go. Some people stay in relationships because it's been 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. When 2 or 3 years, even 6 months in the beginning of the relationship was telling you it's time to get away from these people, but you just kept going for these years. Not because you've been in these years with them. Now you tolerate stuff that ain't even in your character. And they're showing you, I'm not even marriage material for you.
That's what I was about to say. 6 years. I wonder if they're married.
no, it didn't say married. It said we dated for 6 years.
Wait, dated sounds past tense. Are you reading this thing right?
I
You
absolutely
sure it
am.
wasn't a person who passed dated for 6 years?
Or the point
we've
they
been
were
dating.
making is that they have been dating for
But
6
it
years.
don't even matter if her and this guy she with now dated for 6 months or 6 weeks. The fact is, when are you insecure like that? And I'm telling you, I'm having a real problem more and more, especially in these men's groups. You hear all this insecurity behind men. And now I'm gonna tell you something. Now I don't know about this guy, but a lot of them who holler or who have this insecurity is because at one time they couldn't be trusted.
See,
Mhm.
So when we're
John, that
when
was what I was thinking, because most of the times when somebody says, "Oh, you cheating," they're guilty themselves.
Yeah.
So the problem could be too as well. He's already did some things and he's feeling guilty. So now she being exposed to that guy's family again. Oh. she's slipping away. She's getting away from me. I can't let her go. Somebody else. She gonna see me. She gonna see what kind of a person I really am. So is he insecure? Nah, he's
Yeah, you're right.
controlled.
You're
He's
right,
controlled.
Cordell. Yeah, you're right about that. Usually it is when somebody is accusing you a lot or being insecure majorly about things, is because they got skeletons that they dealing with themselves.
Yeah,
And
he's
they
got a
wanna
bunch.
they figure you out doing the same kind of stuff they doing or could potentially,
Yeah, it's just
But that brings me to another question. Do sometimes having an affair help your current relationship
Oh
or hurt
God.
it?
Oh God. God.
You can call them. Call them.
I sure
That
do.
depends. Hey, that depends on the person though. If the person or the couple is mature, like one is mature, whatever, and it's something that's going on inside their relationship that they can't, because men and women cheat. You can't just put it on one. And if it's something going on inside your relationship, because some women cut off their men, won't let them have none, keep trying to put them on punishment, and it's 2-3 months that went by, and they still think they got him in check. Then he go out there and cheat with somebody else. He like, look, I've told you what my needs are. You don't want to fulfill them. Then he said, oh, somebody cheated. Well, sometimes even the cheating is standing your ground.
Mm-hmm.
You letting the person know, look, I'm not tolerating this. You're not going to control me in this fashion. So it might help the relationship. It might hurt it. It depends on the situation. Every relationship is not the same. Every remedy is not the same.
I need a
Because
drink
some
on
will
this
say, they had an affair,
one. I
their
need a drink on
relationship,
this one, JJ.
they broke up, they had an affair, but when they got back together, everything was even better with the person that they were with before, because they realized that the grass was not greener out there. They ran into some shrubs.
A lot of times it's not because they realized the grass was not greener. A lot of times when they feel it got better, because the couple came together and they talked and they discussed the situations or the matters that were at hand, and they resolved them and they moved forward. But a person who comes back home and says, oh, I realized the grass wasn't greener, that don't make the relationship stronger. All you did was realize you just missed what you had at home while you was out there in the streets. That's all that was. But for a relationship to come together and say, when you hear that, is because they talked about it and everything, and they took this and they said, okay, since they were able to open up, now their relationship has become stronger. The communication probably got more open and more frequent, the understanding of each other's wants or needs or opinions, different things like that. But not just because somebody decided to come home because the grass wasn't that green. That's no. But my thing is, there's no excuse to cheat. Period. There's no excuse.
So
We
could
u- we
having an
use we
affair,
use our
could it
reason
hurt
as
your
excuses.
relationship or make it better?
A relation, I ain't gonna say it can. If I was to say, I would say it would make it worse. But like I said, some people can see. We have to understand. Ben said one thing: individuals, people have other folks in the relationship. A person who wasn't, who or who was unfaithful, and they were able to forgive that person and move on and things like that. Okay. But to say that to have a question to say, oh, yeah, an affair can help your relationship, or an affair can do this. One, I'm not going to say an affair can help your relationship, because first, I'm against an affair. So, affair, for one, I mean, that's not even. I don't know how I would put it based on me. I just don't see no stepping out, none of that. You know, if I'm with the person, I'm with the person. Now, if I had an affair and or they had an affair and we talked about things, we talked about our relationship and our relationship got better from there, but I don't see the affair made the relationship better. It had to be some talk and a discussion, something we had to come to an understanding, a conclusion about things. Not saying, hey, baby, guess what? Our relationship is going to be outstanding now. I slept with your friend. We're going to have an outstanding relationship.
No, you wouldn't bring it like that.
Okay, then no. Well, it don't matter how you bring it. It's not the affair that makes it better.
You know, the only
Well,
thing
that's
that
an opinion. That's an opinion.
the only thing that makes any relationship stronger are the two people with the same mindset trying to reach the same goal.
Thank you, Cordell.
So
See,
what makes it damaging is an affair, because you got two parties, but you got one that don't trust the other, and you're trying to bend this glass bottle back together, but it don't fit. It just don't work. Once that bottle is broken, you can't put the pieces back. Unless it's really a give and take. The one side says, hey, I'm not going to do it again. The other side say, I forgive you, and I won't bring it up again. And let's move together. What caused this problem to happen in the first place? We both gonna forget about it and move forward. But what happens most of the time is you have one party that always want to bring the cheating up again to the person that cheated. It makes the relationship more complicated. So you can't say having an affair makes it stronger. I say no. It doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I get that. I get that. I don't know. You may have some that will say, you know, if we hadn't have went through that storm, it wouldn't have made us closer.
Some people go through all kinds of storms.
Gap.
Some people go through all kinds of storms inside their relationship. There's some people say, oh, we went through this financial storm. And when we got through it, we ended up becoming stronger because of the things that they did during the midst of it. Some people say, hey, in the midst of losing our child, but it brought our family together more because of the steps that they took, you know. But I can't see, they say, well, you know, a relationship, an affair can be in a good thing. That's bull. I'm not buying that.
Hey, check this one out. It's okay. It's okay to go through life storms when the storms happen to you, your life and your relationship. But it's way different to go through life storms when you're creating them. People that are you're creating storms, like I'm going out here and doing things that's gonna knock the foundation out of my relationship, and I think I'm cool. I mean that's you know, things happen in life and you deal with it and it makes you stronger because neither one of you knew this was what's gonna happen. But if you go through a situation that you made because you just seen something cute and said, oh wow, I'm gonna go over here and mess with this, man, that's, you know, even with people that decide to be into drugs and stuff, that don't make your relationship better. People decide to go out here and commit crimes and you end up in jail for years of your life. That don't make your relationship better. They make it worse.
Absolutely. So
one of the biggest things about relationship killers is infidelity. So a man steps out on a woman steps out on a man, that's going to end the relationship 9 times out of 10.
Regardless of what status what problems you were having. No matter how crumbled your foundation was, just the fact that you stepped out, it's a hard bounce back.
Yeah. Normally it's a wrap.
You're dealing with trust. You're dealing with trust.
Once it's broken, it's broken. You
when
can't
you
put it
when
back
you
together.
step out, I have to now. I can forgive you, but guess what I'm building on? I'm rebuilding my trust.
And that's hard to do.
I'm rebuilding my trust and things. And then guess what? You did something that you could have did the minor. You could actually put your shoes on a certain way the same night you put them on that night you left and been with somebody else and triggered something. I mean, we don't know. You know, we when we forgive, we're not supposed to bring it up, but that don't mean we forget. When people say
Yeah, you
forgive and
don't forget.
forget, you don't forget. You just don't bring it to the. It's something you say, okay, I forgive you, and you don't bring it up. Because if you keep bringing it up and you're trying to use it against the person, you haven't forgave.
Yeah.
But the whole point is, I don't see how something that's not good, especially if you talk about a relationship that's supposed to be between two people. So if I marry somebody and then and we're talking about how the ring represents the circle of this ring represent how we don't let nobody into our relationship, but I'm stepping out. But me stepping out is gonna make the relationship better. Shh, please.
Well, I don't think they step out saying it's gonna make it better. They
Okay.
step out for whatever reasons, and then they say that particular action helped.
Was it the action or that period of time? That's what I mean. We got to be careful because they say, oh, that action, when they stepped out and had an affair, we didn't talk about it. I mean, I knew they had an affair. We didn't talk about it, but our relationship is so much better. No, they had a discussion and it was happened to be during that period.
Yeah.
It might be better for the one that cheated though. It sure ain't the one for the one that got cheated on.
Trust me. I
Jesus
might
Christ.
I might give you some better luggage to pack your stuff up with
Whoa.
what you came with.
The reality is just being honest with yourself behind that. Some people will stay with a situation, they cheated, somebody cheated, and you stay in it because you love them. But deep down inside, like John mentioned, you can't come to a place of forgiving, but you don't forget. And Cordell also mentioned, infidelity. It's a big, big, strong no, and in a relationship, and it takes away the building blocks of trust. It's hard to be with a person knowing that they did you that way because you're always wondering if they'll do it again, and then you start building upon insecurities. Well, how come it took you 3 hours to get home from Walmart, and where you at? And why are you and your friends going out again this month? You start really digging into some insecurities that you didn't have before because this person stepped out on you. And so that's why.
Have you seen that before? People talk about how they, because I've actually listened to people talk about how they reconcile after cheating and stuff, and that is not that I wouldn't wish that on my.
I know
enemy.
people who have stayed together. They've caught them.
Oh man,
they
but
had a moment
some of
of
them is you
they
got
had
to
a
be all in
moment of
their
whatever,
phone.
and they stayed together.
They in their phone, they tracking everyday whereabouts. They and this is for years. They going through this.
Well, you don't need to be tracking me on no phone and stuff. Now that's
you the cheater.
Problem.
Do you want me to stay in this relationship, or do you want to see you want me to leave? And they just they go and deal with why they can't. You was a cheater. If you was a cheater, and to
I'm
make
not
me
gonna
feel
track
satisfied,
you, and I don't want you to track me.
Yeah.
Now,
if
it's
cheating,
something
then that's
that
a part of it.
you guys have to get an understanding and decide
Open
if you
phones,
really want to
take the
go
lock
through
off
this.
your telephone. They do all that stuff.
But
I'm telling you.
that goes back to the subject. I'm not going to cheat on you, and I don't want you to cheat on me.
That's right.
And if you do,
so
these
you
are the
cheated
rules.
on me, and I'm supposed to say that's better in our relationship.
No.
It's up to me to decide if, especially after we discuss things, if I'm to trust you and continue. Now I can forgive you, but that don't mean I trust you in a relationship. I can forgive you and leave you.
Yeah.
Let's be real. But if I'm deciding to move on, I mean, the whole point is, why tell me, let's put it this way, why do we talk about it's about us when really it's about us plus one or plus two or plus three? No, don't work like that. It's
Hey,
just no,
this
it's
is
no
a
reason.
question though. This is a question for you. Now, if a person cheated and they got caught,
Hmm.
and now you dealing with them getting caught, within the back of your mind, you be thinking, is this the only time they cheated, or is this just the only time they got caught?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
God, dog it. Oh,
You would ask that.
I know I would be
Because that's
asking
one of
that
the
question.
that's
I'll
one
be
of the
questioning, not that but some folks check out that kind of stuff will get you just like being said. Ask you, is this the only time they cheated? But then you want to go, gonna probably want to know how many times have they cheated with that person right there that you got caught with, and what all did they have going? Then you want to know what else? What else? Her minds is crazy. Her minds take over, and they get to running with things, and next thing you know, everything is
or not
destroyed.
only cheated with that person, but what about another person?
That's what's being said. How many other times have you cheated with folks?
It's not a good thing. Infidelity is not a good thing. You with one person, you with that person, and period. If it gets to the point where you think you need something different, or they not
Then
serving you
leave.
up in the way you want, perhaps you need somebody else. You need to get out of that.
Because you need to leave.
You need to just
What
say
you think?
bye-bye.
Do you
Bye-bye.
think cheating is like being a thief?
Hell yeah.
I think it's like being a thief. I think cheating
Yep.
is as much as like thievery. Like,
Because
cause
you
you know a
stole.
thief, once the thief get caught, oh man, they gotta pay 5 times the stuff for it. And you know they did it more than one time. They just got caught that one time. I think cheating is pretty much like I really do. It could be the
Mm-hmm.
death of that
Yeah.
person in your eyes. Because
Yeah.
how do you get back to the next level of being somebody that's respected?
Cheating can be detrimental to one's health.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're
That's a
right.
good
the
one.
penalty can be harsh, even though you think it may not be harsh. The penalty can be harsh. So
Damn, it's hot.
I seen it happen before. So
Yeah, that stress can have people having all kinds of
I'm not
permanent
talking about just the stress, that too, but I'm talking about the other lover. He or she may go 51-50. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest problem is that when you cheat and get caught, impacting two people, yourself and that other person. So be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. And the bottom line nowadays, is it worth it? Because everybody's strapped.
You're right. Because I was just watching something, Cordell, where the guys got busted, and the other girl who was with the guy, she's telling the other girl, well, he with me now, and this and this. She talking all this craziness.
Right.
And then once she did that, then it went down. Now you didn't put this other person in endangerment. Their life in endangerment because you sitting up here because of everything that you doing. All these other actions branch off from what you did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
From what you did, it's a trip. I mean, we all seen the show. Lifetime show it all the time. It's that one.
Common
That
thing.
one who the one what they say the side piece became fatal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the
See it on
absolutely
Snap.
true.
You see it on Snap. The side piece became fatal.
It ain't worth it. It's not
And
worth it.
I watched the one where the lady had a good job. She was I forgot where she was, but she thought that her boyfriend or whatever was messing with this other girl, and everything. So she confronted the girl, talked to the girl, and the girl kind of went off about it. And then later, the girl who the boyfriend was cheating with, the husband was cheating with, went and killed the other girl. And then told the boyfriend, "Don't worry about it. Now he can leave her." She dictating with she call herself making ways to part from her. The other one would do a lot of things. I know the other one who went and got paperwork for the guy so he can sign. She filled out the paperwork and all he had to do was sign it. And that was the paperwork for his divorce from his wife. So you'd be surprised what the other one would do.
Yeah, it's not worth. It's a lot of people, emotionally, and a lot of losses that could occur from that. It's
Yeah, he ain't lying. Cause some people, I mean, on them snap, you see that. Them people show up. They show up in certain places and they might kill 10 people trying to get to you.
Exactly.
I mean, you have no idea what that's gonna do to the next person. Everybody think why they going so extreme and why they was tripping like that. And I wouldn't do it like that, but you ain't them. And you putting yourself in a situation where, I mean, especially like folks that done sent folks to college and been taking care of them for years, and then I done got you to a certain level, and this is how you gonna treat me? Neither one of us is gonna be here no more.
Yeah,
and you like, wow.
It's hard to face that and deal with that. So definitely having an affair hurts a relationship, period.
Yeah,
It hurts it. I mean, I don't care what they try to say. It made us grow closer. It made us. I don't know about that. But anyway, I'm going to end it with this one here. Drugs and sex, you guys. Are they harmful or are they enhancements? Because there's a lot of side effects due to a lot of drug users, especially meth, where you got agitation, anxiety, paranoia, aggression, and psychosis. And they got the cocaine and the, what is it, ketamine? And then you have the lows, the mood, the depression, the coming down off of this stuff, the dependency, the risk factors, having sex without condoms, because you're not in your right frame of mind. So you become sexually at risk for hepatitis C and things of that nature. So do you find that some people will say using drugs, man, we had the best sex life ever?
I can't answer that
when
question.
We both was loaded.
I ain't never smoked no meth. I mean,
how can that make you have a better sex life?
But I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, I don't know what that is.
Yes, that one is strange, Miss Donna.
That's for you. You need to have a panel of users.
Have you heard?
How do it do?
Yeah, that's right.
How is sex?
But have you heard people say
in rock and roll?
Say, but out in the dating world, I know.
I just was watching this story. The lady was talking about how she went on vacation and she got hella drunk, and it was the guy that was working in the beach house and stuff with them, and she had a sexual episode with him, and like 2 weeks later when she came home, she got violently ill, and they finally they ended up taking a spinal tap. And that lady caught HIV from that dude. So that night of her getting high and drunk cost her health for the rest of her life.
Yeah, so, and that is one of the risk factors. And people do it with the mindset or experiencing that, like, it has made her more freakier. It has made him more spontaneous and more animalistic. I mean, people have said things like that after doing some cocaine or not just smoking weed, because weed will give you a certain, but if you smoke weed and drink, maybe, or if you drinking and doing
if you smoke some weed,
they got some super weed now.
It's gonna be just. It ain't no weed, maybe. It's
Weed
the
will make you more relaxed. That's what it
No,
does.
they
How
got
much
some
Right?
weed
super
you smoke,
weed that
Donna?
do
How much
all that
weed you
stuff.
smoke, Donna? Some
Me?
people smoke weed
No,
before they get it in. A lot of people
yep.
smoke it before they
Yeah,
get
a
it
lot of
in.
people
Yeah, but
smoke.
it make you
How you know, Donna?
because I've dealt with people who smoke
No,
weed.
I'm asking you.
No, I don't smoke weed before
Okay,
I get
I'm
down,
telling you
but
about
I've
a
dealt with
person who
people who
smoked weed.
have.
I'm telling you someone who smoked weed.
And so
And now because it made that person tired, or that person probably smoked it and probably just, I don't know, it could have been their excuse. I'm not saying that, but no, I'm
Mm.
yeah.
playing. But we
I'll say
I didn't
going
smoke. I
sober.
didn't smoke it before back in the day. I mean, shoot, me and little girl, we smoke and it be on and cracking. We smoking, got the music going. It ain't putting everybody to sleep, or
You
got
don't?
everybody a certain way. No, it wouldn't have. Look at here. It was about hey tequila, some Thai stick, or some indica, and some
That
snacks.
indica is weed, right?
Okay, let me
That's the
just say, let
strain.
me change
That's the
that. Let me
strain.
change it. Let me change it. Okay.
Indica is a
Indica,
strong strain of
sativa.
weed.
So tequila is, let me put it this way: liquor, weed, and some good music and some snacks. It was on and cracking.
Mm.
Mhm.
So shoot,
Mm.
we can't say that. But when you using drugs like meth and things, I wouldn't want to be with nobody who's using meth. And then I don't know, they freak out. Then what I'm gonna do? When I'm in a situation that, what if they heart go out and I'm sitting up there and then no, I wouldn't even, not saying that would happen,
You
but
wouldn't want to.
to lower the percentage or the odds of it happening, I'm not gonna get down like that. That's kind of, I don't, and to me, it's like, why would you want to be with someone who do drugs like that? You
That's very
know, and then because you do put yourself in a situation like Ben said, you're raising the odds or the possibilities of you catching venereal. Not saying you can't catch a venereal sober, but I'm just saying
The
you
risk
raise the
factors is
odds.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you have to think about that, but I don't know who says
What
better
about the
than.
old school?
I,
What
I
about the
just
old
think
school ecstasy? What about that? They said that was the shit. They kind of bumped that out the way though. What about them X pills?
Yeah, because they was passing out. Folks was going through it
Those
from
E
that
pills they
ecstasy.
called them.
Yeah, they were going through it. People were going through it. People were they were dehydrating. People were going through what they call it, population of their heart. They were having all kind of things behind it. I mean, we're
So
talking,
it's not necessarily an enhancement. It could be a health risk.
a person doing or even drinking. We make a lot of decisions. Sometimes we make
I
decisions.
can't hear you, John.
Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of times, a lot of folks, a lot of times folks can do drugs or drink. It don't matter. We make decisions, but there's some decisions that is liquor influenced. Let's put it that way. There's some decisions we make that has been liquor influenced.
Yeah.
So uh, I lost my thought thinking about. I was thinking about something else at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all right.
Okay.
This is what we do. We try to make each other think outside the box.
But girl, I don't know. You need to have
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
who use on here and
Well,
say,
I'm
how
speaking on
is it?
all different types of drugs. Marijuana is a drug too, darling. That's a drug.
No. I'm not
Alcohol
gonna
is a
go. I'm not
drug.
gonna go. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go
but
with
that
that
changes.
because
That
with
kind of
they
drug,
It
because
it
with
is.
they
changes
no no
you.
no 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 because when they label something, they can label it all you want. Hell, we label niggas. I ain't no nigga. So, I'm not going with that. Marijuana comes out the ground. Cocaine comes out the ground. The cocoa leaves come out the ground when it's processed and used, because cocaine is used it's been used medicinally before marijuana. So let's be clear about that, but the whole fentanyl and all this. But we got to look when things is manufactured the way it
Fentanyl
is.
wasn't from the ground. That's straight man-made.
Exactly. When you go through processing and this changing of the chemistry and everything and all that, that's a different thing. If I'm growing some marijuana and I decide to cut a cola off of it, it ain't nothing to do but hang it upside down and let it dry, baby, until the icky is sticky. That's about it. Other than that, it ain't no other things to it. But cocoa, anything else, I'm processing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm creating now something. Now we have this drug that's created. That's just my opinion when it comes to drugs. But we're talking about things, put it this way, the way things is now. Let's talk about everything that's not on the ballot or that hasn't been on the ballot. We know weed has been on the ballot. It is on every state's ballot, almost every voting period. Till almost all 50 states is gonna have it. But right now, when it deals with drugs, and you're talking about, well, is it better? Do it enhanced? My thing is, when you're like that, do you really know? Because I'm like this, if I'm gonna be with this girl and all of a sudden I find out she been getting high before each time we was getting together, I'm gonna have a problem. Because then I'm putting it in. And so I'm kind of like,
What
yo, you
about
probably
the
too high to
Spanish
even
fly
appreciate.
and the little pills that the dudes give you at this corner store and stuff? What
But see,
about
that's
that stuff?
different. That's a what they call a stimulant. That's a stimulant. That's something.
Oh, so that's
Now,
like
some drugs people may say they're stimulated off of. Now, if a person say, "Oh," but that has to come from a user to say, "Oh, I get stimulated off that," or what have you. Like some people get stimulated off video, some people get stimulated off beat and everything else. But the thing is, when you're talking about using, could you imagine someone shooting up, you sitting there or you laying in the bed, they on the side of the bed shooting up or doing whatever, then they gonna get in the bed and y'all gonna have sex.
can you have sex after taking a shot of heroin?
I don't know. I'm just trying to create a
Why don't
picture
you
I thought
Google
that.
it? Google
of
it, tell
sitting there
you.
waiting
No, I'm
for
asking. I
somebody,
don't need Google. I got the
you know.
encyclopedia right here.
Well, you know what? You remember that show about the undercover cop, Blow?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that? Remember him and the
Oh,
other
blow,
cop,
yeah.
how they got hooked and they were always having sex and things like this, as they was getting high. Okay, so that stimulates. They're being stimulated and things of that nature. But then it's a trip when people wake up the next day and say, "Oh shoot, I don't remember nothing from last night." So how can we say, "Oh, it was the drugs turned it on"? How do you know you couldn't remember that?
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes you don't know what happened the night before.
Oh Lord. That's,
I
that's
mean,
what
I wouldn't want
we
to be
gonna
on
have a
that. I wouldn't
problem
want to
here.
be
Hey
on that
Cornell,
rodeo.
Yeah.
I would be like, we're gonna have to sit over a cup of coffee and talk about
Yeah, tell me what I
what
did,
we got
okay?
going on.
Wow. Well, that was just something to throw in there because it's interesting. I've heard you guys' point of view. I've heard other people say that they love getting loaded with this particular person that they get with. It brings out the beast in them. So I'm like, okay,
Bring out be careful, it's gonna bring out the EMTs.
yes, for real. Or that Norcan or
Or
whatever
that
you call it.
yeah, Norcan.
You
You're
better carry some in your purse nowadays. Let me tell you.
Could you
You just
imagine
never
you
know.
out there, you in the mist, having relations, and all of a sudden Sucker sit back, eyes start rolling. You got to hit them a couple of times with some
I
Narcan.
hope I
Wait
don't
a minute
ever have to
until you
deal with
start
nothing like
rolling
that.
again.
Hey,
That would scare the
this the
daylights
question.
out of me.
This is a question for you. If a person is willing to do that to their body of taking drugs and that nature and stuff, what do you think their hygiene and everything else is? If they willing to go that far with putting their life on the line just to have sex, do you think that person is really a good candidate to be having sex with?
No. Because half the time, depending on the drugs they're using, that's why their hygiene goes down anyway, because all that self-care stuff goes out the window. It's all about getting loaded. So they not washing their butt, they not brushing their teeth is falling out, skin is bad, hair is all messed up. Nothing is being taken attention to when it comes to them and their temple. It's all about ingesting that high, to feel that chase that they're trying to feel a certain way. And that's why a lot of them do stink, or they have physical looks to them that is just obvious that, man, so who would want to go up in that? Who would want to, get behind that? Who would want to do that? I mean, some people will. They pick up prostitutions a lot of times, and these prostitutions is high on whatever, and they still work in the streets. So it's a personal thing, but just let that marinate, you guys. We're going to have to end our show right now. We're over time. It's been really nice. It's been wonderful. Gareth, we missed you tonight. We didn't see you here, but that's okay. We'll see you next time, and a few others. Remember, you can always join in via Zoom or view the Grown Folk Table Talk on YouTube Live. Watch it as many times as you like, because I know it's kind of lengthy, but it's always something. We always talk about something good, okay? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. We will be back here on next Sunday is Mother's Day, so we're going to do Monday.
Okay.
Monday,
Right,
the 15th.
right.
I have a dental appointment, but I'm gonna be running back here real quick, you guys, to get with you on Monday, the 15th. Okay. Because I don't know, we could do Sunday, but people have their thing they do, and so I want to leave that free. Even for me, that's a hard day for me, so I just need to
Yeah, we don't
chill
want
out.
you rushing.
You
spend time with your babies and your grandbabies.
I'm pretty sure they want to take me to get some pie or something. They gonna do something for mama.
Get
But
you
anyway,
a patty pie, huh?
No. But I appreciate y'all. Love you. We'll see you back here next Monday night.
Yeah.
7:30. We're gonna be here. It's gonna be 7:30 because I wanted to do 6:30, but I got an appointment in San Francisco, so I'm gonna have to be zooming back here to get busy. So anyway, thank you guys for being a part of what we do. See you next week. Enjoy and happy Mother's Day to us mothers out there.
Yeah.